Oh, Cornnut, I have so much more torque than you. My build is so much better. Okay, but you have Newton meters, and your build's actually worse because you have 100 less horsepower, but Newton meters is calculated different, so it's higher number, more better. No, not really. What is up? Need for Speed Racers. It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, here today with the A-Class Nissan Skyline R34. SlideQT, a world record holder on almost all the tracks, except for S+, no drifters in S+. He brought this one to me. He said it's quite good. I've tested it myself. It is quite good. And for A-Class, we didn't have one of these yet, so it was kind of like fell through the cracks build, and it's really good, so I'm very happy to bring it to you. I will show you how to set it up. I'm going to touch on a few things that are frustrating me in my comments, because there's always somebody that's a keyboard warrior before they're gonna boot up the game and learn how to do stuff. Anyway, let's get into it and let's have some fun. I will say at the end of the video, the gameplay footage is like omega mid. I spent about 45 minutes trying to find a lobby where somebody wasn't doing a link up and actually wanted to race, and then finding a race that somebody would queue up for A-Class. And I bounced between 3 different lobbies and multiple tries, and finally got one guy to join, and then he quit out like right into the race as soon as I beat him. So like, you know, super cool. Anyway, let's get into it. So it's the 1999 Skyline R34. It's the GTR V spec is what it is in the game, but we all know it as the R34. The engine that we run in this build is the 4th engine over. So we count 1, 2, 3, and then 4. It is the Pro Silver 3.8 liter V6, 304 brake horsepower when we start. My brothers in Christ and sisters, just because my potential horsepower is higher than yours does not mean the build doesn't work. It doesn't mean that they've updated the game. It doesn't mean that the engine stats have changed. Potential horsepower is based on what forced induction, supercharger, turbocharger, centrifugal supercharger, root supercharger, you know, like insert forced induction here. Based on what part you equip determines what that potential turns into. Just because mine is different than yours when you start the build does not mean that we have different finish lines. You're gonna get there with me. Just follow the instructions, I promise. We can do this together. So, 4th engine over. Doesn't matter what potential says. For the parts, you're gonna go Pro Silver induction. You're gonna do Sport Bronze ECU, keep it stock. You're gonna go Pro Silver fuel system. And then you're going to go Sport Bronze exhaust, so you leave it stock. Pair all of that with the Elite Platinum screw supercharger. That is the same for both builds. Here's when you can make changes. If you're a drifty boy and you want to run SlideQT's drift setup, you run Pro Silver Nitrous. Okay? If you are a grippy boy, don't buy the Silver Nitrous. You need to run Sport Bronze. We both run the same suspension no matter what, so everybody is going to equip the Elite Platinum Road suspension. For the brakes, leave them stock, Sport Bronze. For the tires, if you are a drifty boy, following SlideQT, you're going to run the Elite Platinum Road tires. If you're a grippy boy, put on the Elite Platinum Grip tires. So we're doing 2 different builds in one, try to keep up. So drift runs road, grip runs grip. Pretty easy. We can do this. I know somebody's going to mess it up. All right. Clutch, we leave it alone, Sport Bronze. And then the transmission, 7-speed, super gold transmission. That's really the kicker for this build. By putting that transmission to the 7-speed, it gives you a 160 top speed on the track. And overall, it makes it very competitive in A-Class. And with shorter gear ratios, the supercharger is in the power all the time. It's really quite nice. We need to run the Elite Platinum differential in this build. No compromises there. You gotta have it. Auxiliary, only run auxiliaries if you plan on activating them, like in my previous video how I talked about that, and making sure that you access this screen every time you race this car. If you're just gonna switch cars, don't even worry about spending the money here. It's not worth it, you guys. All right, for the handling, if you're a drifty boy, you run it all the way 40% drift. I run steering sensitivity 2 clicks high. Downforce, you can do 2 clicks high as well. That's a 209. If you are a grippy boy like myself, you'll go in, you put on that you'll go grab the Elite Platinum grip tires. Everything else is going to remain the same. You'll go to your handling. You'll slide your slider full Beyonce to the left, and then you're going to take your downforce, and the last 2 clicks is a 209. So I'll probably run my downforce about there. That's both builds. The drifty one is really pretty easy to control, and it's good to micro drift, get a lot of nitrous off of that, and it's easy to make yellow bars with it. If you're a grippy boy like myself, which is what I drive in the gameplay footage, set it up the way I have it in front of you. That's it, guys. Even though it says 100% grip here in this settings, for some reason on this screen right there, it's 20% drift because the game is just fabulous. There it goes. Okay, cool. So all that being said, set up the car. You're going to have a top speed of 160. 0 to 60 doesn't matter. Quarter mile doesn't matter. Get away with those. Get away from those stats. If you're a new player, they lie. Those are super false. Get the hell away from that. All you care about is horsepower and torque. 401 for your brake horsepower, 584 for your foot-pounds of torque. Oh, Cornnut, I have so much more torque than you. My build is so much better. Okay, but you have Newton meters, and your build's actually worse because you have 100 less horsepower, but Newton meters is calculated different, so it's higher number, more better. No, not really. My friends. So 401, 584. It's pretty good. I think you guys will like it. Stay tuned for the gameplay footage. You guys have a great rest of your day. If you made it this far in the video, you're the guys I really want to talk to. I am considering doing a series where we go through and we build every car in the game. We might do 2 cars a video just because we're probably not going to be doing a ton of gameplay. I'm not really sure the format yet. But the only people I'm interested in talking to about this are the ones that make it this far in the video, because everybody else gets the build, they leave, I never see them again. Cool. They're not the ones that I want to vote on this. So drop a comment down below if you would be interested in that. And then if you see somebody else that has that same comment, like their comment, because based on that feedback, I may or may not kind of start trying to do something more regular with this, because I think that there is a gap in the world where people are wanting Need for Speed content, and I'm seeing these junior content creators making builds and they suck, and they're passing them off like they're meta because they beat somebody, and it's like, dude, no. So if I need to go build every freaking car in every class it can be built in, just to make sure that you've got the very best that you can have, I'll do it. But only if there's a lot of interest for it, because this game is on its way out. But at the same time, I want to make sure you guys have got all the parts, all the setups that I can give you. Let me know. Stay tuned for the gameplay footage. A couple races, nothing special. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. We got ourselves a race! I've been searching for the better part of an hour to catch a race today. I swapped to 3. This is the 4th server, so I've switched 3 times. And just nobody wants to race. They all want to play go touch teddy bears and do super jumps. Like, fine. So shout out to this dude. Don't love his car, but whatever. If he's happy with it, I'm happy with it. Let's see how we go. Let's see if we can get a decent launch and actually run this. The boy is rusty. Quick shift into 3rd. Short gear ratios in this transmission makes it launch pretty hard. It's no RSR with pre-shift, but that's okay. Alright, there's the police. We're gonna get our 3-bar, hit 2nd. Micro drift that corner in addition to our regular 2-bar. Little micro drift there, grip turn. Nice. 7th gear. I mean, it's no Rosa, right? Oh, he quit out? Dude. What a pussy. I hate it, man. I hate it. Like, if the developers would just give us the ability to have, like, when you go online, do you want to go drive around and touch teddy bears and, like, do speed traps? If yes, do this. Do you want to race? We'll put you into the race lobby. And all it is, you don't even see free roam. It's just race. After the race, everybody that's part of that picks and votes on the next playlist. And then we do it again. And then we do it again. And then we do it again. And we just race. And all we do is race. And we have a great time. And there's no bullshit. And it would just be a quality of life feature that would make this game so much better. That would be sick. That would be super sick. So I really like that Skyline. Like, factory record 136 is nothing to write home about, but I'm super rusty. The car is pretty easy to drive. I mean, I didn't have any close calls. I haven't played this game in a lot of months. Not really anyway. I mean, we did that Lambo video, but I was online for an hour and a half. Yeah. I think the quick shift to third is kind of the move for sure. We'll just run this out and get you a couple of races so you can see me driving it. Lakeshore Express. This is where we would get walked by Testarossa. There's so many cars on this track that would just walk us on the straightaway, but that's okay. R34 looks good. Driving Eddie's Skyline. That's tight. That cop's trying to pull over a train. Such a cop thing to do. Pull over. I'm just kind of saving my boost through here. Just chilling. Little baby micro drifts. So that way after we hit this jump, we'll have a 3-bar. And when we land, we'll wait for it to settle. Then we use our boost. If you don't wait for the car to kind of settle, you'll use your boost, but it won't do anything. I'm kind of baby tapping the brakes to just try to keep that bar up. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. You're driving like me. Grab 5th. Yo. Let's see what this thing will do with a little red line tech. I'm full speed right now. It bounces 159. Alright, so like 160. It's about all we're going to get out of it with a little red line tech, which is not bad. Should have went for the takedown there, but didn't. What did that just say to me? About link up locations? Please excuse me, sir. Dude, awesome. Got a banner sticker. Oh my god, I'm so blessed. Perform 3 donuts. What fucking donuts? Collect all the collectibles? Okay. What in the hell is happening right now? I'll be straight with you. I have not collected all the collectibles. I don't think I've collected any of the collectibles on the new account. What other cool things you want to give me? Video game? It's a flawless victory. It's working perfect. Yeah, well, RLT, get about 160 out of the car. That's okay. Guys, that's going to be the video. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.